Tech news. Apple news. Apple appears to have entered an unusual deal with a company commonly referred to as a patent troll. According to a new report, Apple has transferred some of its patents to patent licensing firm Andriod Innovations, prompting accusations that the company is aiding a so-called patent troll. iPhone 4S nabs access permit, may land in China by Christmas. Mobile phone company China Unicom has received the go-ahead to start selling the iPhone 4S in China and may roll out the device as soon as Christmas, according to a report. AirPlay to add Bluetooth support, Stephen Wolfram on Steve Jobs' upcoming iPhone 4S launches. AirPlay has traditionally used Wi-Fi technology to stream media content to compatible devices like an HD TV through Apple TV or speakers attached to an Airport Express. Third-party products include AirPlay-compatible speakers that can stream music from iTunes or, more recently, a device running iOS and certain Wi-Fi-enabled printers. Currently, only the iPhone 4S, Mac Mini and MacBook Air boast Bluetooth 4.0, while remaining Bluetooth-capable Apple products have chips using version 2.1 of the protocol. In June, the Cupertino, California tech giant was nominated to the Bluetooth Special Interest Group Board of Directors. The organization oversees the development and standards of the wireless technology. Stephen Wolfram remembers Steve Jobs. Stephen Wolfram, creator of the popular program Mathematica and the Wolfram Alpha knowledge engine used by Siri on the iPhone 4S, describes the classic Steve Jobs in a piece featured in the Saturday edition of The Guardian. Wolfram says that his first meeting with the late Apple co-founder was classic Steve Jobs. He said Apple co-founder late Steve Jobs explained to him that he expected that what he was doing would change the world and, by the way, make a lot of money too, Wolfram writes. And he told me he was picking all sorts of bold new hardware and software technologies for his computer and he wanted one of them to be Mathematica. Jobs, who was in the early stages of building Next Computer, took interest in Mathematica, and apparently even suggested the name. The Wolfram Alpha creator also tells of the human side to Jobs, remembering that the tech mogul once apologized for becoming distracted during a conversation about technology strategy. He goes on to say that Jobs will always be a remarkable inspiration, noting that upon his technological achievements, tenacity and success, so much more will be built. Android news. Samsung wins legal battle in Australia, Galaxy Tab ban lifted. Apple initially had an issue with the Tab, stating that Samsung slavishly copied the iPad's design. In the early days of the lawsuit, it appeared as if Cupertino's team of lawyers had scored a home run, halting sales of the Honeycomb tablet, down under. Unfortunately for them, the highest authority in the country disagrees and overturned the decision. Coby Electronics to bring out budget-friendly Android 4.0 tablets. With CES just around the corner, Coby Electronics Corporation has announced a new lineup of ice cream sandwich Android 4.0 tablets that are cost-effective. They should be available in the first quarter of 2012. Honeycomb only makes up 1% of all Android devices. Android Honeycomb, the OS that never really caught on. A new study has revealed that it only takes up 1% of all Android usage, with even ice cream sandwich ahead of it. It's not surprising that it takes up the smallest amount of Android usage, but by the fact that it's only 1%. Considering that tablet makers are still churning out Honeycomb tablets, it shows that it's mostly a lost market. Gingerbread, on the other hand, is doing very well. It currently holds 67%, while its closest competitor Froyo sits at 28%. Followed by that is Cupcake and Donut, each holding 2%. That's all guys from this week tech news. Hope you enjoyed it. If find some news missing, check my old news video.